Hello and welcome to Shoot the Shit Saturday. I believe. Yeah, yeah, right? Shoot
Yeah,
shit?
sure.
Okay. All right, excellent. It's me, your favorite, Nicholas Zombie. Well, maybe not your favorite, because we also have America's favorite gamer, Obsolete 2003 OS.
Yes. How there? Hi there.
And I heard a giggle in the background. That can only be the one and only Valkyrie Grinder.
Whoop whoop. Yes, yes.
Excellent. There may be a drop in from a ringleader or an espionage. We don't know, but they ain't here right now, so fuck them. Welcome. How you guys been?
Good, good. Happy New Year.
Fantastic. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. 8 days in, hell's already frozen over. Great start.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. But it's yeah. Let's
This
visit.
better not be like, here, 2020, hold my beer.
I know.
Seems like
You
it.
know.
Look, I said it. I said it in private. Last year, 3 days in, World War III might have happened. This year, 6 days in, just a little civil war. We're on the upswing, people. It's good shit.
I was still holding out last year that it was either gonna be a zombie apocalypse or the alien invasion, but neither happened. So now, yeah, it looks like much more greater reality is happening. So we'll
Oh
see.
yeah, oh, yeah. We're okay. Everything seems to be fine.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Does everyone still have their fingers after New Year's?
Yes.
That's good. Yes, don't play
All
with
because I
fireworks.
decided to stay inside because it was a little bit cold. A lot of cold.
It got really cold at midnight.
It
It
did.
was hell freezing over. It was like, just to let you know, it
So,
was the first Horcrux.
so I gotta start off the new year with the hell freezing
Yes,
over.
yes.
What
All right,
else?
what you guys been doing? Any new games? Any new movies?
I'll let you go first, Subs.
New game wise, I did get Outer Worlds. It was on sale, so I purchased that. I haven't started it yet, but I did install it on my PS4, so it's a game
Excellent.
that's piqued my
Fuck.
interest.
Oh, okay, sweet. I guess I got today. Doom Eternal's on sale on the PS4 for like $20. I want to go get that.
Grab it before it goes up.
Yes.
Yes, Outer Worlds. It seemed like a fun game. I meant to get it when it came out, but it was just so many games that came out at that same time. I didn't get it. So,
Yeah.
um, I haven't really played Cyberpunk. It hasn't broken my PS4, but I was like, maybe wait a little bit until the whatever shit show they got going with that smooths out. And
That's gonna be hopefully this year. That'll be the finish edition. That'd be great. And like I said, people from the fucking Raptors swinging in like Shawn Michaels and whatever WrestleMania that was. Maybe it was a SummerSlam. Espionage. DB7.
Probably weren't getting very hard.
And the cut. Oh,
And then he fucking left. All right, cool.
left.
Fuck him.
Look at
I'm not doing
instant
any more
soundbite.
intros. I'm not doing any more intros. You don't get an intro. Fuck him.
I
Uh,
just
then,
thought that'd be.
and then,
No, we'll insert a random soundbite.
Insert a random soundbite.
Well, you gonna like chop up what I have to say like they did on the for like the last episode of Chef on South Park. Listen here, you want to die?
If it's
Yes,
not,
children. I want to make love. I'm dying to you. No, and nobody's seen that episode.
that's a soundbite now.
no, I have seen that episode.
It's a good
You-
episode.
You know what I'm
It
talking
is.
about, right? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yes.
All right.
So
SB just got in, just the beginning. Obs is talking about the game he picked up on the sale.
what game?
What game
Uh,
was it, Obs?
Outer Worlds.
Oh yeah, that's a cool game.
So,
I got some news, real quick, if I may.
yes.
May I?
Mm-hmm.
So I got my 600 stimulus.
You son of a bitch. I'm fucking waiting for mine. Okay, so maybe tomorrow. Probably fucking Monday then. God damn it.
But I've already gone ahead and I fucking ordered with that thing, the fucking device,
That thing,
You've ordered the device.
the
the thing that
capture
should not
card.
be named,
The device.
the thing that'll make
Yeah.
you feel happy.
Summon
Yes,
the device.
I've ordered the device. The device is on its way. No, the capture card for the Nintendo Switch.
So you're saying we could possibly, in the near future, have recordings of us playing Smash Bros. And Animal Crossing?
I'm
Yeah.
saying that by Sunday that can be a possibility because
My lord.
according to my order tracker, it's scheduled to arrive as early as Sunday. So,
Oh.
I mean, yeah,
Interesting.
Okay then.
I decided like to
You
bite
should-
the bullet and do it.
Oh
Do
yeah,
an
for
unboxing.
anyone. Yeah, you
What?
should do it. You should do an unboxing.
Nah.
For you all you wondering why would we put money into buying a thing to record a Switch? We are now a Nintendo Switch channel, officially partnered with Nintendo.
No, we're not, and no,
we
we're not.
we all have Switches now. And
That's
we're
part's
in the
true.
ecosystem. I'm going to Japan next month
Ops.
to talk to
Yo.
Miyamoto.
I need to know. I want to know what freaking
He
Switch
needs
have?
to know.
I have the kind that's the Switch with the detachable controllers.
No, what games do you have for the Switch?
No, I don't have many games.
You almost made me choke on my cheese puffs when you
What?
said that. I'm sorry.
How?
Why?
I have a Switch. You know, the one with the detachable controller.
Well, it's not even. It's
Hey,
not, that's not
there
even.
are two. There are
Yeah,
two kinds of
exactly.
Switches.
There's
Yes,
that
yes.
Switch Lite as well.
It
Yes,
is funny
but
though the way you said it.
just thank you.
I have the cool one.
Sorry.
One controller's blue, the other one's red.
Oh, you got the colorful Switch.
I think so.
There's
There's a
one that's not
black one.
colorful.
Yeah, the
Yes,
black
you have.
one.
The
The-
black and gray one.
I would have wanted the black one. It would have gone better with the company branding. Mine is a branded Nintendo
Look,
Switch.
nice, excellent. A branded beep.
Shut up.
God
Yeah,
damn,
I
you're
like how
making it
you-
more work for editing.
Yeah, you're the biggest rule of we never say what we do. And first thing you do.
I
Name
never
dropping.
said anything. Well, I didn't say
Look at
anything.
Val. Look what you've done to Val.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, anyway, I haven't forgotten about Cyberpunk.
Oh, he
I've-
forgot about
no,
Cyberpunk people.
No, I've had a bit of a rough week, so I haven't really been on my computer much. But the Nintendo Switch, I love the portability of it. I can do stuff in other rooms and still mess with it. And I've been fucking around with Animal Crossing a lot.
Oh yeah.
As of today, I opened up my own coffee shop and my own pizza place.
His coffee shop.
There are none of those things. What do you mean? Did you make it yourself?
I made a coffee shop and a pizza place.
Interesting.
Val's seen the coffee shop. She hasn't seen the pizza place yet.
Yeah, I had a
Sir?
good coffee.
I may need to visit your island.
Yeah, I want you to.
I may need to see whatever this is.
Well, and the first thing I want to do when I get that little capture card thing is I want to do tours of our respective islands.
Excellent.
Like-
Who will be the first tour?
Yours will be the last, obviously,
Why will mine be the last? Saving the
because
worst
yours is
for
like
last?
the grandiose.
Oh,
the
I don't know about
grandiosity.
all that.
Well,
I
you
that's-
don't, Mister. I'm so rich. I'll give you $5 million right now, and he didn't do it, Mister.
Well,
Where's
then
the
I
set of-
realized that I only had 2 million. I'm sorry.
Mister? I wore a full set of golden armor
Yes, thank you for that.
made of real gold.
That's great. You can
But,
also say Mr. who has 365 hours into the Animal Crossing.
How many hours do I have? I
don't
can't
know.
see how many hours I have.
Okay, give me a minute. I can find it. I can
I'm
find
already
it.
on it.
Me too.
Keep talking.
First one gets something.
105. Well done, sir. Well done for playing so. Wow, how the fuck did you do that?
I have 105 hours.
That's what
Yeah.
it says.
Wow.
Holy crap, dude. I've had it since it came out in March. You've had it for a month less than?
I got December 21st.
What the fuck?
Shit.
What are you doing? Oh my god, dude. I have to call somebody. That's
It's
all
an
I had.
escape, goddammit.
It's a great game. It is a great game. I'll give you that. Holy shit, though. I told you it's gonna be the fucking Nintendo podcast.
It's funny how he's like all like, yeah, I have had 300 hours.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love-
since March when it launched. You've had a month. Each time is that? I had 9 months. You had a month. Holy crap!
So, I mean,
Well then.
I don't know. Well, I'm still nowhere near your level, like with what you've
Yeah,
done.
but in like 2 months you'll surpass me. Apparently.
Not even
That,
at the
that's,
rate he's going.
that's a good sign though. If you've invested that much hours into it, that means you really like the game, and that says a lot.
How much
do.
time do you have in Cyberpunk?
Fucking probably like 20 hours max. And I was really enjoying Cyberpunk. Like I said, with Cyberpunk, I didn't stop playing it because I grew bored of it or anything. I was legitimately enjoying it, but I got the Switch right around the time that I was doing the Cyberpunk. So I got like, hey, new toy, novelty. I'm gonna play with this. And then I decided to, on a whim, get freaking Animal Crossing. And I was like, I don't think
After
I'm gonna
me and
enjoy
Val
this,
talking about the crack of
but I know other people like it. So let's see. I've never touched a single Animal Crossing game. So I've never touched a single Animal Crossing game. Here I am, a month in, and I'm suddenly like looking up videos on Animal Crossing. I've got 105
Yes.
hours. I watched the fucking Animal Crossing movie,
Yes.
and yeah, when Obs knows me that when I get fixated on something, I get fixated.
It shows.
So
It shows in the 100 and something hours you put into that game.
That's
how many hours do you
insane.
have, Bill?
255.
See, she
When-
has a shitload of
When
hours.
did you get the game, Val?
Right when it came out.
Yeah. Not a
I-
month in.
I don't believe I have that much hours though.
Dude,
No,
we
you
looked it
can
up right
look.
now.
I can't see my own hours. I don't know why.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
You
Don't
go
know what
to your
you're talking about.
profile. Go to your
Oh.
profile, and then where it shows your game activities, you're gonna see Animal
It says
Crossing.
play activity.
Mm-hmm.
Right, just it says right in profile, then go to profile, go to your thing, and go down.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Play for 105 hours or more.
Yeah, dude. 105.
No other game has that at all.
I have
Everything-
95 hours in Smash Bros. Apparently, but yeah.
Fucking Mortal Kombat play for 2 hours. Rocket League play for 1 hour. I played the Nintendo NES thing for 3 hours.
That has a lot of games, and SB and I came across Donald Trump playing
Yes,
Wait, what?
yes. You need to put that graphic. Obs, are you doing the editing on this or?
Oh,
Because I heard you
probably.
mention that. So Obs, here I gotta show you something, and you gotta put this image in. Make a note of what time. Make a note of the timestamp,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna show you this image here. This is the cover of a Super NES game called Super Soccer, and where do you want me to put it, in the Hangouts or in the Discord?
Hangouts.
Click on that and zoom in on that. I wanna actually play that game and find out how you unlock Donald Trump.
My God. He's banned from Twitter, folks, but not from your Switches.
He's on he kind of went on to have a prominent soccer career in the 90s apparently. But yes, fucking Donald freaking Trump is on the cover of Super Soccer. Hey guys, I got a story for you.
Okay.
A very
What's the story?
arbitrary story that I feel like telling you for no reason whatsoever, just out of the blue. And it's actually a story that I'm sure I think you guys are familiar with. I think I have told it as part of the channel, but I feel like reiterating it once again right here for absolutely no reason
My
at
God.
all, arbitrarily.
The fuck?
But anyway, It was a cold winter's day, and I was but a youngin'. But I remember looking up at the clouds, a dark, overcast day. The spirits were angry that day, my friends. I walked into my middle school for what I perceived to be just another normal day. Obbs was there. We went to middle school together. I remember it well. Just,
What's happening?
He's going into some old story that's like,
just bear with me. Bear with me.
no.
What? No, just bear with me.
You're
So,
dragging this out, man.
I know.
all right, fine. I'm not gonna drag it out anymore. I won't drag it out. Okay. You guys all remember the
I was
tragic.
wearing a black coat.
You guys remember the tragic Columbine school shootings, right? Of the late
Yes.
90s.
This sounds like a fucking heartwarming tale you're about to tell.
No, well, this had recently happened,
Mhm.
and OBS for the better part of the school year, including I think the previous year, because I think it was our last year in junior high school, if I'm not mistaken. But for the better part of that year and the previous year, he had been wearing a trench coat to school. It's just, I mean, I like I have a fucking trench coat. I have actually a couple. I like the look, and I think he did too. There's nothing wrong with that. But suddenly the Columbine school shootings happen, and all of a sudden, oh my God, the trench coat mafia, those are banned. You can't wear those. Well, if I remember correctly, and Ops, correct me if I'm wrong, but at the time that was the only coat that you had, and your folks weren't able to get you a new coat right away. And it was like 20 degrees. It was this cold winter. And so they weren't going to send him to school without anything to wear, but they had actually already sent him home once or twice for wearing that coat, and like just bitched and whined and moaned, oh, just you know what that represents and this and that. So they would send him home. And then this one day in particular, it happened again. We were at lunch. He was there, and they found out he had brought that coat to school. So somebody came, got him, and they sent him home. And me and Ops, again, have been close for a long time, even since middle school. So that kind of pissed me off. And I leaned across the table to somebody else who was there, and I said, man, that's bullshit. I mean, he's had that. He's an A student. He's like, he's never in trouble. He's never doing anything. The fact that they're like sending him home and stuff like that for wearing that coat that he's had all this time is bullshit. And I said on a whim, you know what? I think we should all wear a trench coat tomorrow. It was a joke. It was a whim, whatever. Went on with the rest of my day, finished lunch. I think it was algebra class, last period of the day. Freaking vice principal comes in over the PA. Jesse De La Rosa to the principal's office. Jesse to the principal's office. So I'm like, what the hell is this about? Never even thinking, crossing my mind that it was going to be in regards to this. I go to the principal's office, and she's there, sitting, giving me this fucking cold, stoic stare. She's got her hands crossed, laying on top of a piece of paper on her desk. And I come in, I'm like, yes, ma'am, you wanted to see me? She said, she points to a piece of paper on her desk, and she goes, you know what this is? I said, no, ma'am, I don't. She said, this is a police report that I can fill out right now and have you taken away, have you arrested for inciting a riot. I was like, excuse me? She goes, I understood that you were telling the other students that everybody should wear a trench coat tomorrow. And she just proceeded to verbally tear me a new one. She tore into me. She just yelled at me, told me that I was inciting a riot, just fucking yelled my head off. My parents were not present. She was threatening me with legal action, and she just was accusing me of inciting a riot. And she told me that if by the next day anybody showed up to school with a trench coat, that the responsibility would be on me, and that I would be looking at possible expulsion or even juvenile detention or something, right? She was holding me responsible for inciting a riot. I was a middle school student, and she was holding me responsible for inciting a riot. A middle school student, a minor without his parent there, but because of something I said, something that was considered inflammatory, I was being held responsible for inciting a riot. And that's my arbitrary story that I wanted to tell. For no reason whatsoever.
Such a
And I'm done.
What happened after?
I mean, it's just a story.
No, but what happened after? Did you tell your parents?
I did. Well, actually, I did, and my mother, she flipped the fuck out.
Yeah,
She
rightly so.
when I told her, she was grabbing her car keys. She wanted to drive down to the school and fucking with a steel chair, I think, and fucking off the top rope the bitch or something, you know. But I told her, you know, look, mom, just don't do anything. Look, tomorrow, if something happens, be ready for a phone call and then come down. But otherwise, just don't do anything. But she was ready. Like when I told her when I got picked up after school, she was ready to come down. She's like, "That, how dare she? How dare she threaten my son with this? And she didn't even have me. She can't do that." And it was just, yeah,
Yeah.
she was
You
feeling
basically just told your mom to stand back and stand by.
essentially, essentially, I did. Yeah, it's and as a matter of fact, it's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
But you know, I just find it funny that you know, as a student, as a meager, measly, young, minor student at a middle school, they were fully prepared to chuck the blame for inflammatory speech and for inciting a riot, you know, on my shoulders. I mean, I just. Yeah, I for some reason, just randomly, I was just thinking about that. It just kind of came
I
to
know
mind.
exactly where you're going with this. That's why.
I know,
It's
man. Like, come on.
No, I'm just saying it just randomly came to mind.
mhm.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Randomly.
Anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
done
I
with
just
the
wanted to
topic.
share the story.
Moving
It's
on.
like arbitrary.
Man, we're really dating this episode.
Yes.
It
No
was all
no-
happy.
no
We were talking
evergreen
about Animal
content here.
Crossing.
But yes, you're with your convoluted way. As soon as you start talking about the long spiel, like, okay, I already know where he's going with this. But yes, 20 minutes later. Moving on. Anyone else have anything else to talk about?
I'll have something else related to gaming if nobody else has something. And this is at the request of Mr. Michael Coffee.
Dr. Coffee?
Dr. Coffee. Dr. Coffee. Oh, he was upset, or not upset, like mad, but like sad. I think he wanted to cry when I told him that you were dead in my Animal Crossing universe.
Oh no.
Yeah, because Obs is dead in my Animal Crossing universe. I told him this. He was a crow that had ambition, and he fought for civil rights, and died. And so I made a memorial park in his name.
Memorial
But
Park.
he was like, damn,
I
San
think I
Antonio's
speak for the-
favorite son,
Antonio's favorite son.
the icon, the global ambassador to hundreds, dead. Rest in peace. He was all sad.
I think I speak for everybody when I say you need to settle down.
No.
Yes. We went on with that sad story. And then you had the previous story before that. We need to talk about something positive. Something lighter than
Yes.
whatever was being portrayed.
Well, anyway, there's about 325,000 people, statistic I saw that have died of COVID.
Yeah.
This is the Downer podcast. Way to start off the new year.
Hopefully, to soon reach its apex and stop. Hopefully, due to the vaccine.
Yes.
But yes,
Big doubt.
it is a tragedy, and it's. I feel for all the families out there. But okay, let's bring it to a
You're not gonna do
positive.
any other secret, not secret, but like skirting whatever political things that we rules that we talked
Political.
Could you imagine if someone got banned off an entire platform? Like Animal Crossing, like you couldn't send any nice letters on Animal Crossing.
Hey, I'll bet I can get myself banned from Animal Crossing if I wanted to. I bet I could figure out how.
Then you're gonna get
Anywho.
pissed off. No.
Has anyone seen the new Wonder Woman movie?
I
Anyone?
heard it was terrible.
I heard it was terrible.
Very terrible.
I tried to watch it actually. It
Yeah,
looks stupid.
everyone just like, yeah.
I started watching it. Didn't really
Did
care
you
for it.
watch it? You didn't get his terrible thing. Did you watch it or no?
I watched it, yes.
Well, give us
Was
the
it?
review. Break it down.
Yes, break it down. No one cares, so tell
Yeah,
us
I
about
don't
it.
care.
It was a very long movie. It was 2.5 hours long.
Did it
Yeah.
feel like 2.5 hours?
Oh, yeah, I didn't see it in one sitting. It's like, no, fuck this. I need a break. And it wasn't a good movie. I didn't like it. And for all the fluff, all the hype, that they're building the Wonder Woman 1984, blah 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 blah, and it was just no. It was just like it was a some type of special genie rock with was it's kind of like a monkey's paw, where like be careful what you wish for. You can get one special wish, but then there's always a catch to said wish.
What I heard, it was some stupid, wishing movie.
Some guy turned himself into a genie or something. People could wish on him by touching him.
Yeah, it became
Yeah.
a rock or something.
Not,
He became the Rock.
yeah. But I don't know. It was hard to sit through the entire thing, and there's just the whole "be careful what you wish for" and all that good stuff, and then to basically undo everything that was done, you had to like unwish your wish kind of thing to get.
I
things done.
I heard that they brought not Steve Rogers back. The other guy, Steve
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 Because
Richter.
no one can remember his name.
Steve whatever. You know
Steve Buscemi?
the Steve the Wonder Woman. Not we'll call him not Steve Rogers.
Steve
Okay.
Buscemi.
Okay, no, he's not Steve Buscemi.
It'd be great if it was Steve Buscemi.
I heard that
Watch that
like,
movie.
the way that they brought him back and the reason that they brought him back was completely convoluted and
Okay.
unnecessary.
All right, so I watched the Red Letter Media thing on Wonder Woman 84 because I'd rather watch them make fun of it than actually watch a horrible movie. And yeah, I was something that's correct. Apparently, he comes back, but he doesn't come back in his body. He comes back in some random stranger's body. They
somebody
pluck
else.
out of fucking the ether, but actually, no, he's a real person. So he just
He's
takes
got
over
his
some
own life.
random dude's body, and Wonder Woman basically rapes him.
Yeah, he's got his own life. His family is probably like looking for him and stuff. There's
Yeah, it's
missing
unconsensual. I mean, it's consensual because it's Wonder Woman. You know, you do it, but it's not consensual.
I have
It's
a question,
not.
Ops.
What?
Is she the only one that sees him as not Steve
Yes.
Rogers?
I don't think she even sees him like that. I think she
No,
just sees him normal.
she
Does she see him like that?
She is able to see him as her lover, but for anyone else to see him, it's whoever's body he took control.
So it could be like the whole Shallow Hal situation where maybe
yeah,
it's like
it was basically like
like a
Shallow Hal.
They
guy.
fucking shallowed Hal Wonder Woman. That's
Howdy.
fucking dumb. That's the ring. You weren't here. We're in
Hello.
the middle of something. Hello, but man, that's fucking dumb.
Wait, okay, so this
Holy
Wonder Woman.
shit.
Tell me what's going on so far, because I've heard some things about Wonder Woman.
I don't know. We're in the middle of it. Fucking Steve Buscemi is getting fucked by Wonder Woman, but he's not in his body.
And
And
then
then-
actually be Steve Buscemi as the guy.
It'd been great if it's Steve Buscemi.
Okay, hold up. What the fuck's happening?
Yeah, dude, this is why you show up on time for the recording.
Motherfucker, I
Otherwise
didn't
you
get home
would've said-
until just like right now. So
You
give me a
said
fucking break.
7. Anyway, fuck, what's his name? It's Steve Martin.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey. Yeah,
Wait, wait
fuck.
a minute. So, technically speaking, couldn't it be like a fucking like geriatric old man or a
No.
minor?
It's
that-
not.
It
That's
wasn't.
Stone
At
doesn't do
one
that.
point in the movie, they do show the reflection of who the person is, that
Oh, okay.
what body he took over. But
Fuck, what is his name? That's bothering me. Steve.
Google.
I'm gonna stick with Buscemi.
yeah, there's like the one spot where they commandeer, I guess a jet. Somehow she has access to a hangar that has access to a jet, and they take this one jet. I'm assuming they flew nonstop directly to Egypt because that's where the story went. So
How jets work.
Who flew the jet?
because it became jet invisible.
You know, the guy from the World War II, he flew an 80s jet.
So he's flying a he flew fucking World War One biplane.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it was World War
Out
I.
of
I
the
forgot.
He's able to fly like aircraft equipped with complex avionics with no
Like-
problem.
No problem.
It's like riding a bicycle, man. It's like riding a bicycle.
did he serve a purpose? Did he serve like to the story? Did he contribute? Was he focal? Was there any reason for him to be in the story?
He was filler for the most part, except for the pivotal part, just because he before they realized it was the monkey's paw, Wonder Woman wished to have him back because she led a solitude life. She never loved since then, since the
I
first
had to
movie
look it up.
ever.
It's Steve Trevor.
Um, so she wished to have him back, but then I'm not sure why in her wish to have him back, he had to take over someone else's body and not just his own. But
Yeah, that's not exactly him. Well, I know why, because they had to make him go away at the end.
well, even so, because part of the movie was to make all of the wishes go back and start it from zero or whatever. To undo everything, you basically have to relinquish your wish. At which point she had to wish him away to begin the process to make everything right with the universe.
So, in other words, the entire plot of the movie didn't matter because it didn't even happen. By the end of the movie, it's almost like one of those cop outs where somebody wakes up at the end and it turns out to be all a dream.
No, I mean,
Basically.
it was they were it wasn't just like a snap of a finger and everyone forgot anything that happened, but the
It was
shit
on Thanos.
happened, but it was all undone.
Ah,
But it was kind of like Superman spinning the world backwards to save Lois, and it's just like but yeah, I don't know. It wasn't a good movie, and
it sounds like that makes more sense. Superman spinning the world backwards than this
It's
film.
science, sir.
yeah. So,
It's
but
science.
it wasn't too good. But so yeah.
I heard that they changed her personality and kind of turned her into a snooty, stuck up, like, I'm better than you type person or something.
Nah, that didn't happen. Well, because one of the villains that she had to fight was someone who was working kind of for her, under her, but then she was just kind of like the dorky, geeky character that no one paid any attention to her because she wore the big glasses and she was very geeky. She doesn't know how to be social, and
She
everyone
became
just kind of
Cheetah!
ignored her. Yeah,
That's right, I remember.
and then
Like-
she wished to be like the woman who plays Wonder Woman, not knowing she's a superhero or has superpowers, and then inevitably by making that wish to be, I want to be like her, that's how she gets her superpowers.
How the hell did Wonder Woman is cat-like? I guess. What?
Well,
I
don't
think I heard something where like the wishes she words are like I want to be an apex predator.
know. that
apparently
was
it's-
later because
That's when she goes full cheetah, right?
yeah, because she started getting stronger, started getting superhuman powers, but then when she was making her deal with the devil, with the guy, the Viper / the voice of the Mandalorian, he's like,
Fucking Randy Orton was in there.
Are you out
it
of
was an
nowhere?
all-star cast.
Fucking
But,
RK.
It basically is like, well, if you help me out, I can give you more than one wish. What do you want? And that's at the point where she does, yes, I want to be an apex predator, which kind of turns her into the cheetah part.
One more question for me. 2 ops. Was the CGI or costuming or combination of the two better or worse than fucking Cats?
I didn't watch Cats, so that's
But you've seen the previews, man. Come on.
Didn't you watch Cats?
I tried to. I couldn't.
I remember the whole podcast you were talking about
I
Cats.
kind of reviewed Cats on one of the podcasts, and
but,
I thought for fucking watching 20 minutes of it, I thought it was a pretty in-depth review.
but
So,
I don't know.
well, how was the CG? Was it convincing? Was it cringy?
I guess it was good. It was fine, but it was just. And then Wonder Woman found a way to be like Spider-Man and use her whip to whip the air and ride the lightning. And
Oh, dude, tell me they played Metallica.
they should have played Metallica,
Oh,
but
fucking
fuck, lame.
she literally rode the lightning. And
Oh, I should. That's the like one time you can totally do it.
See, that's what I like about like Marvel versus like DC. Like for instance, I'll give you an example. In the Thor comic books, Thor rides the Rainbow Bridge. Now, I like how what they did with that is instead of it being a fucking literal rainbow with goddamn Lucky from Lucky Charms being at the end of it, they made it this Einstein-Rosen bridge, a tunnel of light that has all the different colors, so it can appear like a rainbow. they altered it to bring it a little bit more into reality while still, keeping enough of the suspension of disbelief in there. Whereas you got Wonder Woman fucking riding lightning.
Listen, if it's cool enough, they can get away with it.
But it
If
doesn't
they
sound
would
like
have played, if they would have played Metallica during it, maybe they could have got away with it.
But yeah, so it was hard to watch. I mean, I saw it. I don't plan on seeing it again. But yeah, so that's my 2 cents of the Wonder Woman 84.
So wasn't there some things like going out? There was a conflict between the director and the studio in general because of some bullshit. Like either they had too much creative freedom or
Oh wait, no, yeah, I think the studio was like, "Hey, do this," and the director was like, "Nah."
I don't know.
yeah, Patty Jenkins.
Yeah, looks like Rogue One's gonna be bad.
Depends if Kathleen Kennedy decides to pull the whole we're gonna get involved in everything look, which she tends to do real fucking bad. I mean, we got the sequel trilogy.
I don't know. James Favreau's saving us though.
Yeah.
He's the chosen one.
I think they also bring in somebody else, another Marvel person for the upcoming movies and shows and stuff.
I don't care. I don't know. I hope the shows are good.
Yeah.
Oh, that Marvel show's coming out.
Which one?
WandaVision, right?
Yeah, that's right.
When is
You
that?
know, I think it's sometime next week. I believe the 16th. I want to say. I'm not sure.
Give or take, yeah.
I was kind of done with Marvel. Like I saw Spider-Man Home whatever, and I was like, I don't care. But it's been a year without movies, and now I'm fiending like a fucking junkie.
Well,
Needs to-
apparently it's supposed to be released in fucking December, but now they're saying January 15th, 2021.
Yeah, there you go.
Next Friday, a week from today.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Speaking of Marvel, if I may, I want to talk a little bit of a movie I watched this past week. Obs, you might be the only other one that's familiar with this. We've mentioned it a couple of times here on our Shoot the Shits and whatnot. And it got me wanting to watch it, so I tracked it down. I watched the Dolph Lundgren Punisher movie.
Oh shit.
And I was wondering because I remember enjoying it a lot as a kid, and I was wondering if I would actually like it as much as I did when I was a kid, and I actually did. It's that classic 90s action, but the plot itself, though still a little ham-handed, a little cheesy at times, it was still pretty good. It definitely toys with your emotions because there's actually some parts where you find yourself cheering for one of the main villains, and it almost seems like he's going to turn into a good guy, which the expectations are subverted. But there's actually a pretty damn good bus chase scene. They do a good job. Freaking Dolph Lundgren actually does a pretty good job of portraying that inner turmoil. Kind of like, I just punished the wicked.
What movie is this?
The 1980, is it 89 Punisher movie?
There
was a Punisher movie back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Or maybe early 90s with fucking Dolph Lundgren. It's possibly one of the first, if not the first, Marvel movie that there was. But I was actually surprised with how damn good it was.
An 80s Captain America movie as well with the Red Skull as
Oh,
the villain.
you're right. There was a fucking 70s Captain America too. You remember the 70s Captain America?
I recall that faintly, yes.
he looks ridiculous, but yes, he has a plastic shield in that one. It's fucking transparent.
And then remember that the 80s, or was it 90s or 80s, where was it Hoffman?
Hawkman?
No, not Hoffman.
Mother Hasselhoff as Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes. Nick Fury.
Nick Fury, yeah.
Yeah.
Back when Nick Fury still was white.
Yeah.
He was white for a
No. There's still a white Nick Fury. What you're referring to is the ultimate version of Nick Fury.
Really?
There's different. Okay, you know how Marvel has all sorts of different planetary
different
realms and stuff.
universes and stuff.
Yeah. So the black one is from another realm, while the white one is from the original 363 whatever realm that was in the comics.
Interesting.
Ultimate Series comics and timeline is what has the Black Fury.
Black Fury. If I ever get a horse that's black, I'm gonna name her that Black Fury.
But you get the idea. I mean,
Yes.
now, funny thought that now that we're on the subject of comics that I somehow brought up. So people
That wasn't
were
done with my Punisher thing.
well. This pertains to that a little bit.
All right.
In more recent news, you know how Chris Pratt played Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yep.
Now, you know how Star-Lord is, or rather, Chris Pratt is rather a religious person, which is fine. He can do what he wants, right? Well, in one of the comics that was written up recently, right, they made that particular author of that particular comic had written up Star-Lord as a bisexual man, because he was apparently in somewhere in the comics he was in a relationship with both a man and a woman for like a year. So no, it's just it's comics.
Well, Drax watched.
Yeah, but I find it funny because the internet kind of threw a little craze there for a moment, because they said, "Oh, this would be great because a Christian man will have to play a bisexual man who may be violating his own personal beliefs and stuff like that." You know, that old shit. But did no one ever stop to think that the Star-Lord that's MCU is a different Star-Lord? Because
Probably not, because probably because not. I think a majority of people are probably not huge comic book followers. They might know of the comics, but you know,
Yeah.
they might not know all the different multiverses and all that.
right, so
So I
all
think
these people,
probably not.
all these people making a big laugh of it is like, it doesn't matter, because even the MCU has its own universe. You know how you have Earth 363, Earth 448, Earth 28, 38, 39, whatever, right? And that comic was probably from a different reality than what's in the movies, so it doesn't matter. It's just a one-off. But on the same token, whatever happens in the movies doesn't have an impact on the comics, and vice versa.
Right.
So you can say whatever the fuck you want in comics, but it may not carry over to the movies.
Yeah, because like
Yo,
even-
speaking of comics,
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like in the recent comics, didn't they turn like Thor and the Incredible Hulk into like the women? Like Thor is now a female, and then She-Hulk became just the
Well,
Hulk.
Well, actually, that's happening. Thor is gonna. I think Jane.
It's not.
Foster-
It's not becoming. Something
Jane
happens.
Foster
Which,
got the hammer.
yeah, and then it just goes from there. But
All right. Speaking of Thor, some
Yeah.
fucking cool ass shit's going on with Thor right now, and like I'm not reading it. I watch videos every once in a while.
yeah,
I kind of want to pick it up. So basically, you know how Thor has like an alter ego?
yeah.
Like you can hit the hammer down and he turns into this guy called Donald Blake. Okay. Yeah.
The
Anyway,
Donald.
so anyway, fucking Donald Blake apparently is
Yeah.
a creation of Odin. And every time Thor becomes him, Thor goes into like this Odin sleep, and or he can talk to like the old gods. And Donald Blake, every time he goes back, he becomes Thor again. He goes into this like this weird like pocket dimension where it's kind of like Happyville or was Smallville or some like weird like really suburban Anglo-Saxon fucking place where you can just be peaceful. And anyway, so recently in the comics, apparently Thor's like anyone can pick it up right now. It's a whole thing, and he's trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. So he hasn't been Donald Blake in years. I don't know how he got the hammer back, by the way, because I know Jane Foster was supposed to be Thor for a while there. Anywho, fucking Thor goes into the thing. He tells Loki, "Hey, I'm gonna go do this thing." Apparently Loki's a good guy now too. There's a bunch of weird shit. I don't read the comics. Again, I say, "Hey, I'm gonna go do this thing. Make sure nothing happens while I'm gone, and yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna go into the Odin sleep and see what's going on with my hammer. And if you see Donald, just tell him to chill." So anyway, Thor goes, and he ends up in Donald Blake's little pocket dimension, and he's like, "What the fuck? Why am I here?" And like all these little nice suburban houses are fucking wrecked. and like there's blood on the wall saying, "Where are you, Thor? Where is my god? This is all a lie. Odin lied," and all this fucked up shit. And like the fucking world serpent is gutted and laying across the giant fucking laying across the world. And fucking Donald Blake, where Thor was, in this fucking shredded armor and like holding his stick and a fucking syringe, not syringe, a fucking what the fuck do doctors use to open people up?
Scalpel.
Scalpel. He's holding his fucking staff and a scalpel, and he's like, "Oh, Thor's not coming back," and he snaps the fucking staff over his knee so he can't fucking call Thor back, and he just fucking. Him and Loki go at it, then all of fucking Asgard comes, and Donald Blake lays fucking waste to them. And it's fucking weird, and then Thor is talking like to the World Serpent who's dying, and he's like, "Hey, what the fuck happened? Why are you dying?" And he's like, yeah, so when Odin died, the walls kind of got a little weak, and I wanted to fuck with him, and you. So I came here, told Donald Blake his whole existence was a lie,
Be right back.
and we were gonna, go fuck you up. But then he got fucking insanely crazy, and when I told him that, he kind of killed me because he has the Odin force in him because Odin made him, and then he took my force. So now he's like stupid strong, and you're all gonna die. And then he died. So yeah, now Donald Blake's this weird fucking Omega god slaying all of the gods in Asgard. Comics are fucking crazy.
Well,
That
that's
sounds.
Right?
Yeah, I know the comics are fucking.
I don't
nuts.
give a shit what Star Wars sucking or not sucking. This fucking shit's cool. Anyway, what were we talking about?
I don't know. We never get on. We never stay on any topic. We literally just fucking drift from topic to
Look,
topic.
I'm gonna
We
be
just-
honest. We
we
were all
just-
talking about our video games we were playing. I asked Obs, you jumped in and then took it off into this odd direction, and
Me
you were
too,
in your
bro.
direction. Then Ring came in, fucking took it in his direction.
It's a
He
spider
does-
web of chaos.
Yes.
Just kept talking in one long, incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic, so that no one had a chance to interrupt. It was really quite hypnotic,
Settle down.
incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic.
What did you play this week?
I
Val
have
hasn't talked. Everyone be quiet. Let her speak.
I'm trying to like listen to y'all, but my headset keeps cutting in and out, so I apologize if I'm like, what? Huh? You asked me what I was playing this week, right?
Yes.
Okay. So besides Animal Crossing, I've took an interest into playing Smash Bros.
Hell
With
yeah.
my bros. And yeah, it's been quite interesting to play against y'all. And
I
it-
regret buying Smash Brothers.
It's a great game, dude.
Oh my
I just keep getting my ass kicked. Like I suck so much at it. I'm no good at fighting games. And
It's
yes,
a party
fighting
game.
it's not a fighting game.
It's a
Rick,
fighting game. It's a fighting. It's
It's
everyone
a
thinks it's a
fighting
party game. Everyone's like, "Oh no, it's a party game." It's a fighting game.
do you fight each other?
yeah.
Yes.
When I'm on that platform, I'm not having a party. Okay, party game. I think something like Gang Beasts, Fall Guys. Those are party
Oh
games.
man, we should get Mario fucking Mario Party.
party. Those
That'd
are
be fun.
party
I-
games.
Yes.
This is a fucking fighting game. Okay,
Oh, is
it takes skill, and you're fighting each other. It's a fighting game. I will
No.
fight you, Ring.
So
It's
you're
a fighting
saying you
game.
don't have skill?
I admit it.
Sakurai has
Let's say-
clarified that this is a fighting. It is a party game, though.
Yeah, but then he was releasing fucking
No.
He was releasing what's it fucking called? Sephiroth, and he was like, as you can see, the frame data is here. It's like, oh wait, I'm not supposed to talk about that. I
Oh,
just make fun party games, right? Like a little slight things like, yeah, I just make party games. Aha.
Dude,
No, this is a
He
fucking fighting
trolls.
game.
He trolls in every single update post. I
Yeah,
swear to
it's,
God.
it's fun. It's great. He knows what it's a
Well,
fight.
anyway, yes, I am like the least skilled player here. I admit it. I have admitted it.
That's not true. Ops hasn't played at all. So technically,
He'll kick my ass. I can almost guarantee it.
I would his
we,
ass.
we don't. I mean,
Yes.
okay, we know that, but it's not on paper yet. So
Wow. See.
Sephiroth.
At any rate, Val,
Yes.
Why don't we start with you on something?
You
Oh,
totally
no.
did. You just fucking. What the fuck?
What?
You were just talking.
Sure.
What?
She was just talking, man.
I know. I'm gonna pose a question to her.
Oh, pose the question then. Okay, please.
So, Mr. Michael Coffey has a question of the week that he'd like answered.
Dude, I forgot about question of the week.
Pussy.
Yeah, we haven't done one in forever, and I figured why. And I figure Val will get the ball rolling, and then we can all add in. But his question is, why do so few of and your is capital, like all caps? Why do so few of your generation finish so few games? Like, in other words, why do we
How old is
not
he?
finish our games?
Yeah, how old
48.
is Mr. Coffee?
I was gonna say he's about 46, but yeah, 48.
Is he? Wow.
Mhm.
I always
Motherfucker,
said
I've met
Mr.
people who-
Coffee.
in their 30s who finish games compared to people in their 40s. I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay, I think.
Let's answer
what-
the question.
Okay.
And answer the question.
Well, I'm gonna say this now. I got 3 kids I gotta take care of. I have work, and so that's time consuming there. And there's just so many other games that just there. I don't
Okay.
finish games.
So on the board, number one, responsibility. Who else has? We'll each contribute something. Who's next? What's Ops? What's the reason you don't finish games? Other than responsibilities, give me another reason. Short attention spans, things like that. What's another reason?
Work.
Did Ops leave?
Oms doesn't even refuse. He refuses to answer because all he does is finish games.
I am here.
What's and Ring? You can't say work because that falls under responsibilities. Val already said responsibilities.
I feel like okay. Well then,
I have a
lost my-
responsibility to fuck bitches, and that keeps my time busy.
You have an open schedule, sir.
Yeah.
So? An open schedule to fuck bitches.
Your hands don't count.
If he names his hands bitches, and
Look here, bitch. You're not the one to talk.
I just talk, so settle down.
This is what. This is off the rails.
This is why we stopped doing the question of the week. There's
Is this why?
infighting? No, I'm just kidding. All right, look,
I
fine, I'll
thought
go
it was
next.
because we forgot.
So I'll go next. The answer that I think is
Yes.
because surplus of games. I mean, look, we have multiple consoles. We have an abundance of games. Back in the
Are you saying we're paralyzed by choice, sir?
basically, yeah. I mean, think about it. Prior to Nintendo, there was an oversaturation of the market with the video game market crash when you had Atari and the Coleco and all of that, and then the market crashed. But then when Nintendo came out, Nintendo dominated for probably a good decade. No, maybe not a decade. I'd say a good 3 or 4 years, and then Sega came out, and then Super Nintendo. But still, you had 1 or 2 competitors.
Nintendo, Sega Genesis.
The number of consoles didn't really die down until like 1999.
Well, regardless,
Yes, because that's when the Dreamcast died.
Did I disagree with
Oh,
you? I
fucking
said
ripped to the
regardless.
Dreamcast, dude. Love the Dreamcast.
No, but what I'm saying is, at least for me, I didn't like right now. I have a Steam library filled with over 100 games, possibly over 200 games, and I have a Nintendo Switch. It's like there's so much to do that it overwhelms you, and you end up doing none of it. Whereas back then, one of the big things that we used to do as kids in my time, in my age, is we used to rent video games from the video stores. So we had to grind on these games to try and get as much out of them as possible, try to beat them in a week's time or however long you rented it for. So you finished more games, one, because you didn't have that abundance. At least for me, I rented a lot of games, so I would try to get through them. I beat Streets of Rage, which was the first game that I ever beat. The Streets of Rage 2 was the first game that I ever remember beating, and I beat it, and I never owned it. It was a rental. I would rent it several times, and I would try to grind it, try to beat it, and eventually I did. But it's that lack of abundance of games that was one of the reasons. I don't think it's shorter attention spans or anything like that. It's just there's so much choice, so much things that you can take, and everything is like this these breathtaking games now. I mean, look at what Cyberpunk was supposed to be. It was supposed to be
breathtaking, but it ends up being a crash fest.
what like I said, what Cyberpunk was supposed to be. Or look at things like, when Skyrim came out, all this open world thing, or Breath of the Wild, or Grand Theft Auto. They're supposed to be these massive, breathtaking games. There's so much, and that's another thing. There's so much to do in each individual game. These games are now so broad and expansive that there's not as much room to finish. Back then, you had a linear side-scrolling game, and even if you didn't, you had something like Legend of Zelda. Again, you focused your time on that game to beat it. I remember writing down codes and having notebooks filled with fucking codes for Punch Out, for Mega Man, and all these other games because I was focused on those games. And nowadays, it's like you get so much to do. It's so easy to get sidetracked.
You had to write stuff down. Why can't you memorize the things like Chad? The true Chad player memorized things on the spot.
Listen, if you didn't have a notebook, you weren't really playing.
Exactly. Yeah.
I made a point to memorize things.
Bullshit! You didn't fucking memorize all the. If you memorized all those different codes for different games, then
It's not that hard.
you probably weren't getting very hard. You weren't getting very far. You weren't getting very far. I don't know
Oh
why
my
I said
god.
that.
There
don't know
goes
why
my
I said
fucking
that.
cereal.
You said that right there. You're about to
What's going on?
Very far. I don't know.
What's happening here?
other people's fucking
Soundbite.
thoughts
You
and shit and
soundbite.
conversations about games and shit.
Odds and ends after dark.
You weren't getting very far. You weren't getting very. I don't know.
I think you were trying to say like it was like you're thinking about how hard the games were, and then I know how that happened, but it still sounds hilarious.
All right, I'm done. I've said what I'm gonna say.
So do you have a hard meter?
Shut up.
Yeah, how hard a game gets you.
Is that the new rating system that you're doing? Is the hard meter?
Yeah, this game gave me a half chub.
Oh,
And he gets mad when I talk about General Johnson.
I
Jeez.
wasn't trying. I meant to say you're not getting very far. This game gives me a half.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Half a chub at a full hard on.
If I make the effort to do the editing when you introed Esp earlier that he didn't acknowledge, I'm just gonna slide that in there.
Dude, that's great. I gave you a great intro too, and you fucking just like left. Anyway, what the fuck are we talking about, man?
This game was totally limp.
In regards to
Yeah, that's the Cyberpunk review.
in regards to the question, for me, it's just kind of what S said, that did ring a bell because back in the day, having to actually go to the store to rent games from like Blockbuster and Video Central, you're on a time
Video
crunch.
Central,
Video
man,
Central.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
It was like attached to HEB, right? Or no, not HEB.
That was Hollywood Video.
No,
Yeah,
Hollywood Video
that was another
was
one.
was attached to HEB, but there was another one that was
fuck.
attached to another store, maybe Kmart or something.
I have
remember
no idea
Video
what the fuck Video
Video
Central.
Central
Oh man,
had-
Kmart.
It had a
Damn.
triangular logo. I remember the Video Central logo.
Damn.
But anyway, go on.
I
I'm
just
sorry.
remember Blockbuster in Hollywood. I'm younger. I'm the youngest one here.
But yes, having that time crunch you rented the game, so you have like 5 days, 4 days. Depending if it's a newer game, you have even less time to try and beat the game. So there's that rush, and then now it's like all these games that you can buy just at your fingertips for like just cheap. Whereas if you really want to buy, it, you can buy it, and then it's just like,
Not only that, but look at our Fallback Friday games. How many games did we actually manage to beat during Fallback Friday?
Oh my god. I'm sorry, I just realized if you do have that thing for the Switch, your Fallback Fridays are gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah.
Because there's a bunch of games on the Switch you can just record.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, like there's actually a bunch of games that we were able to finish. Sega Genesis games. I mean, Street Fighter, we beat it in 2 videos, and then some of the arcade games, we beat them in 1. The games were significantly shorter. nowadays a game, if it's an open world game, but you just do the story, you'll beat it in 5-6 hours. If you do everything in the open world, that's a good 60 to 100 hours of gameplay. That's why the games don't get finished. There's just so much there to unpack. It's not our generation. It's that our generation has better technology, Mike. There it is.
That will just.
It's better technology. There's way more games, cheaper games, sales. There's a bunch of games you've bought that you've never played. I feel like we talked about this before, but you saw a game, it's on sale. Oh, I'll play that one day, and it's in your library, and you've never touched it.
Yeah, I'm just bringing it up because that was the question.
No, I'm just saying that's the thing. There's a bunch of games on sale all the time. You picked up a game for $5, and there's no way you're gonna beat it because it was $5. It also meant less to you than a full price game.
What game has made you the hardest?
What games made me the hardest? Doki Doki Literature Club. No, I'm kidding. I never played that. No, I never played that.
My narration of it. You
there's some hentai games that made me pretty rock hard. As far as Doom gave me like a fucking adrenaline hard on. Doom Eternal's on. Probably when you listen to it's not on sale anymore. But I'm gonna go pick up Doom Eternal on PS4. It's on sale, $20. Hell yeah! Hopefully, Doom Guy gets in Smash. We get some Isabel Doom Guy team ups.
Are you still here?
Now?
Yeah.
I was enjoying the show.
Actually, I kind of like trailed off on something else while y'all were talking. So.
I think she's on Animal Crossing.
No, it's on my phone. Anyways.
Anybody else have anything to add? I think I'm a.
I think we're pretty much just a past hour in, so I think we're getting wrap this up. The last thing I just want to kind of mention that we'll skirt through is I'm not sure if any of you remember the game, like the game Battleborn.
Oh my god, you gave that to me for my birthday one year, and then it died.
Well, it's dying, but it will be dead. The reason why I kind of bring this up, which is the whole like not necessarily subscriptions, but on January 25th of this month, they're gonna kill the servers for the game Battleborn, which is gonna make it completely unplayable in the future. So
I think I turned in my copy for like $4 at GameStop.
What?
Because it was like nothing I could do. Wait, let me look.
So
I'll look right now.
If anyone has Battleborn, maybe just try to play it before January 25th, since after that's gonna become a paperweight.
I do not have my copy of Battleborn. I probably would have got less for it now, though.
Good advice. Also, one final thing that I want to mention. I know we mentioned that we were going to start regularly streaming in February. One of the games, if not the game, that I'd like to really hit on is the I forget the fucking name of it, but that medieval Warhammer game that looks really cool. The Ring, you know what game I'm talking about, right? Are you still here? He's not here. But anyway, do you guys, rest of you know what I'm talking about?
Warhammer Space Hulk.
No, not the Space Hulk one. There's like a medieval one. There's like a medieval version.
Ring? What is it?
Vermintide.
That's what I said. I fucking said that.
Well, I don't know what it's called, so I can't say yes. You're right.
I like how
Vermintide was the one that's based on the Age of Sigmar, which is the original Warhammer universe. And I've been playing that as of late. I saw some screenshots.
My cousin, my friend bought it for me, but my computer cannot run that thing at all.
Yeah, that's actually a game that's still being serviced. Like new DLC is still coming out for it. You can find full lobbies still, or half full lobbies trying to look for other players. So that's a huge plus in its favor because if the game's still popular, you can still find. Like I said, I have been playing it, and that game has like a huge Left 4 Dead similarity in how it feels. Like for example, if your teammates get killed, right? You can find them being tied up later in the zone.
Sure, that's cool.
There is usually like a sort of a semi-boss wave where it's like a whole bunch of them just come at you. New types of enemies are being introduced. Right, the original one was just the Skaven, which is the rat people. Right now we're seeing Chaos Humans, which is pretty bad. We may see Orcs in the future, which would be fucking awesome, by the way. There's new subclasses for each race that is being introduced. For example, there were 2 new subclasses added via DLC. One of which was the Outcast for the dwarf, and that particular class has a minigun instead of a shotgun or a rifle.
I love a minigun.
The Bretonian Knight got an additional class, which is basically like a huge 200 class, pure offense. We had to see the classes for the remaining 3 races, new maps and stuff. So it's a really good time to get into that game in general, because unlike most games like Left 4 Dead, which for the most part their support has stopped, the game is still being supported.
Yeah, I'd like to pick that one up and
They're making the unofficial 4th Left 4 Dead or 3rd Left 4 Dead.
What's that one called again?
Something
Back 4 Blood.
Yeah, Back 4 Blood. I
Back
know
4
that that's
Blood.
by the original developers. So there's that. But there's not be a Left 4 Dead 3 at this rate.
Nice.
Ring for Vermintide on a scale of limp to rock.
Rock hard.
Oh,
Throbbing even.
oh my. That's a good one.
We're abandoning the settled meter. Remember we had the settled and unsettled and unsettled. Now
Yeah,
we're
it's gonna be
done. Now we're on the hard meter. Hell yeah.
I
Move
say
over,
throbbing.
penguins, with your
Throbbing
wet-
is the maximum you can get. Like throbbing,
like veins jutting.
I think if you ever have something outstanding that goes past throbbing, it's called explosive.
Oh my god.
I think
That's my cue,
Rarity.
y'all.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
mean,
gonna bounce now.
on that note,
Hello.
I think we'll wrap this up. If you guys want to keep talking about your thrusting or your whatever.
throbbing. Throbbing, I say.
Wait.
Rock members.
Before we go,
Explode out of here.
yes. On
Yes.
on our new rating scale, what do you put Animal Crossing at?
I say rock hard.
I'd say.
Come on, don't get shy now.
Rock hard,
Uh,
because I'm
I-
still not deep in the game to give it a throbbing rating yet, but I'm very confident to give it a rock hard right now, because I'm starting to get more and
Stiff
more into it.
expanding.
Sir,
That's fair.
you have had the game for less than a month, and you have 104 hours in there. If that is not a rock hard,
All right, fine, rock hard.
there we go.
Christ, Jesus Christ, this is so stupid.
It's so
Made it
stupid. It's
official,
actually
people.
a good material, though.
Oh
Huh?
man. Yeah, well, I mean that guy. What's his name? Critical. Moist Critical has the moist meter.
Yeah, we
Yes.
have the hard meter.
You know, we're trying out the unsettled meter, but you know.
Gonna work
It
out.
didn't really work out now.
Yeah. Now we got, but no, this one works so much better. We got limp, we got chub, we got
Half chub.
rob, we got hard, we got throbbing and explosive. And if a game's truly shit, we got Turtle Shell where it actually went inside our body.
We'll let S create the images for this.
No, I
but-
Yeah,
Shit
yeah, for
that.
sure.
I ain't agreeing to this. I'm
For
not
sure.
agreeing. I'm not agreeing to this.
I
being
look
new.
forward to his artistic direction of what he,
Shut
his
up.
artistic interpretation of
Aren't
what
you
this is.
Mr. What is his title in Animal Crossing, Val? Almighty Designer or something?
It's a new age designer,
There you go.
digital age designer.
There you go. So it's all you, man. How you got this one?
You know, Night Trap's $3 on the Switch to get it.
Anyway, yeah. Let's wrap it up, Bobs, please.
Yes, and always wrap it up. And
Whew.
on that note, yes, we are ending out this episode of Shoot the Shit. I am Obsolete 2003, followed here with a Valkyrie Grinder,
Bye.
Nicholas Zombie,
Bye, everyone.
Ringleader,
Yee.
and last but not least, the Duke Espionage DB7.
You mean the highly rated, armor-plated, imitated, but never, and I mean ever,
No.
duplicated Espionage DB7?
Yes.
It's shorter, but it feels longer. That's
Hmm.
also on the
See what you
hard
did
meter.
there.
It's small, but it's fierce.
Good day.
Good night, everyone. Stay safe. Wash your hands.
See ya.
Take your vitamins. Drink your milk.